Lazarus was sleeping. Because many people today do not understand it either. We find people who talk about soul sleep. Friend, this is what I was talking about earlier. Sleep is for the body, never for the soul. This is true of both sleep uh, in this life and the sleep of death. Death means separation. The body of the believer sleeps in the grave, but the spirit goes to be with Christ. For the believer, to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. That's 2 Corinthians 2 5 8. Jesus is called the first fruits of them that sleep. Does this mean that Jesus is sleeping somewhere today? Absolutely not. He is in his glorified body today. The believer goes immediately to be with the Lord, but the body sleeps until the day of resurrection when the body will be raised. Death for the believer is a sleep for his body. Are you afraid of sleep? You shouldn't be. Sleep is a relief from labor. It is the rest that comes for renewal and preparation for the new day that is coming. There is nothing quite as beautiful as the word sleep when it is used for the death of the believer. The body is put to sleep to be awakened by our Lord. He is the only one who has the alarm clock. He is the only one who can raise the dead. One day he will come and we will awaken in our new bodies. The Greek word for resurrection is anastasis, which means a standing up. C.S. Lewis, that brilliant Oxford Don, ridiculing those who hold that resurrection is spiritual rather than physical, asked, if it is the spirit that stand up, what position does it take? There's a question to work over. No, resurrection means to stand up, and it always refers to the body. The soul never dies, nor does the soul ever sleep. Death is a reality, an awesome reality of the body. But remember, the resurrection is also reality. You see, man leaves off at death. Even in the hospital, there is a finality about death. Doctors will work and work over a patient. Then, when he dies, they will stop working. Then, when he dies, they will stop working. When death comes, they are through. Science is helpless in the presence of death. Where man must leave off, Jesus begins. Resurrection is also reality. A man in Pasadena told me, that is J. Vernon McGee, when you die, just like a dog. I answered, don't you wish that were true? But I said, if it's not true, and I think that bothers you a little, you're in trouble, aren't you? He turned away because he didn't want to talk about that. People are afraid of death. Mrs. McGee and I, J. Vernon is saying, were in Wichita, Kansas for a Bible conference, staying in a large hotel there. We had dinner before the evening service, and the bar room was loaded with the happy hour. When we returned in the evening, word had arrived that the plane carrying the football team had gone down. The coach and the first line of football players all had been killed. Happy hour was like a morgue then.